Hi, One Best Yard Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. We are officially, the first waves of March Madness are hitting, Mike Brenner.
It's here, baby.
Tomorrow, the round of 64 kicks off. Now all
Wide
the prop
open.
odds have come out, right? First you got Selection Sunday, then the opening odds come out for the games, and then the prop odds start coming out.
You know, I really didn't get into prop odds until probably 2 years ago, Pete, but I really think it's interesting. If you have like an office pool for the bracket, you can add on these prop bets, go online and play it on your sports book. You can win other money along the way.
Oh
Cash
yeah,
and
absolutely.
Other
I mean, they all involve the same
fun.
they all involve the same factors as each individual game that you handicap. But they are interesting to think about. Like for instance, will a number one seed win the tournament? Actually, a small underdog right now at Pinnacle,
plus
122. The no is minus 123. And the question is, if a number one seed gets upset, I mean, obviously Michigan State could easily do it.
Yeah.
Question is it worth a bet that the number one seed won't win?
You know what? I would do a bet on both sides. Is what I would do. I would take a Michigan State, all right, as like a little fluke, and then I definitely think though, like a Kansas. I think Kansas could get it done this year. Now, Oregon, number one, no, I don't see them. I think they might get knocked out before the Sweet 16. I mean, that's just my opinion.
So you think that the only non-number one that has a real chance is Michigan State, not like Oklahoma?
No, I didn't say that because I have a number 4 that I think could actually get in there. And those odds are, matter of fact, let's flip over to those odds for a number 4. Look at this.
Plus 1,000, 10
Plus
to 1.
1,000 too. Kentucky. I mean, why not? For the hell of it, because of Calipari and Kentucky being the horses they are, they're putting things together right now. Throw up 100 or 200. I don't know what your odds are.
The fours do include a strong group. Cal is also included in there. Yeah. Iowa State is also included in there. But I mean,
the only one though that's in those
Duke.
Fours. All right, and even in counting Duke, I don't think any of the other 3 have a shot. But Kentucky would be my dark horse. I think they could get it done from experience, coaching, and mojo. So, but look at this, a number 2, all right, is plus 284. Could a number 2 get it done?
Easily.
Come on, there's
Oklahoma,
your Michigan
State, Villanova, and Xavier. Villanova and Xavier are a lot of people have been reading. The Xavier odds have been dipping.
Exactly. And then there's another one, Pete. Seed to win one game, at least one game. If a number 12, right?
It's a favorite.
Yes.
Minus 177.
Yep.
I don't know. That one might be good on a bet on the dog. I mean,
think it would be, and that's what, minus 150.
Plus 150.
Or plus 150. Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, which 12 seed do you think has the best shot? Chattanooga. I mean,
to get one win.
To get a win. We're not talking about covering the spread.
No, I know that. Just
Little Rock. No way, man. Yale over Baylor? No. South Dakota State over Maryland?
There's none this year, but maybe next year.
Man, that might be a good bet. The no on a 12 seed winning a game at plus 150.
Wow. You know what? I'm going to do it.
What do you think about that?
I'm going to throw a couple units on it.
How about the number 14 seed winning a game is almost even odds. The no is minus 112. The yes is minus 104. Is there any number 14 seed that we think has a legit shot? Let's look at this. We got Buffalo over Miami. No way.
That's not happening.
No way. Wisconsin, Green Bay over Texas A&M. I guess that's possible.
You know what? Texas A&M could overlook their first
Fresno
round.
State over Utah. That could happen.
Ooh. Wow.
Could happen.
That really could. And Fresno State looked good the last 3 out of their last 4 games.
And then SF Austin over West Virginia.
Well, that's the one that, who is it? Doug Upstone.
Yeah.
I think
No. He was talking about Temple and he was talking about, did Doug Upstone like SF Austin?
Yeah, he said that they could sneak in there with the points, is what he said. Yeah.
With the points, right. We're talking about a straight up
I know
win.
what we're talking about. I'm just trying to remember. Because, Pete, it's been March Madness. We've been crazy. We've been back and forth. I don't think there's a 14 capable of winning the game as well. And if there was, guess what? It might be Utah going down.
The problem is it always just seems like that on paper, and then when the games get played out, that's why they call it March Madness.
And that's where good coaching comes in. You can't let your team sleep on a 14 seed. You can't do it.
Now let's move on to the odds to make the Sweet 16.
Okay.
Are there any top teams that you think might go out, might not make the Sweet 16?
Yeah, I think Oregon. I really do. I think maybe not, but if out of all the ones, I think Oregon would be the one I would say won't make the Sweet 16. Out of the 2s, I think, and I'm going to put this out there, people may call me crazy, I think Virginia could get knocked out earlier.
Yeah.
I really do. I
Let's
saw a
see
lot of
who's going to knock them out. Okay, Virginia at the no is plus 327, so you get more than 3 to 1 on Virginia with the no, but they're not going to lose to Hampton, so you're basically betting that they get beat by Texas Tech or Butler, which could happen.
Yeah, it could happen, Pete. Think about it.
Yeah.
That's an interesting bet.
Butler made the Final Four that year. You know what I mean? I mean, Butler is certainly a team
They're not afraid to be at that stage. Yeah.
Still, though, you're
basically
betting on an outright win by Texas Tech or Butler because there's no way.
But it is possible. That's all I'm saying. I would throw a unit out there just to see what it does.
And the same thing with Oregon. The no on Oregon is 2 to 1, which seems like a decent shot because they seem overvalued, but unless they lose to, Holy Cross or Southern, you're talking about St. Joe's or Cincinnati outright upsetting.
Well,
could happen.
wait a
Cincinnati.
minute.
Why
Yeah,
not?
I know. So, yeah, I've just thought of that. This is interesting, and this makes you look at it at a whole different perspective, and that's what I like about it. Now, number 3s that I don't think is going to be around, Miami Hurricanes.
Miami, right.
I love the coach. God, I love that guy. He's a good coach, but they're young, and Angel Rodriguez, I don't think is capable of carrying that whole team, Pete.
But to make the Sweet 16, it basically means that Arizona
Come on.
could easily upset them, or even Wichita State.
I think Wichita State gained so much mojo the other night in that big win. They just had a huge win last night. I think either of them could take Miami out because Miami tends to overlook opponents at times, and I don't know, a little inconsistency
The market's
there. I like
factoring that in. If you want to bet the no at Pinnacle, though, it's minus
You're just going to
144.
talk me into. I'm going to walk out of here and be placing bets because of Lumberjack. By the way,
just
Lumberjack,
saying.
love the look.
Yeah, that's actually a favorite bet
Yes.
on Miami not making the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
So it's a favorite for Miami to either lose to Buffalo, which seems
I'm
highly
gonna do
unlikely,
it.
or losing to either Arizona or Wichita State. Interesting right there. Wow.
I'm going to put that out for my clients. Favored to not win,
to not get to the Sweet 16,
Yep.
minus
Woo.
144.
I love it.
I don't know. Are there any Sweet 16?
Now, what would you think a limit on a prop bet like that would be?
Oh, I haven't checked.
More or less.
But,
Just
I mean, these
more
are
or less.
Pinnacle
Or
odds.
as they say in Espanol, más o menos.
I'm sure it's a few grand at Pinnacle. You can bet a few grand.
Well, that's a good bet right there.
Yeah, sure.
That is
absolutely.
a good bet. I would put $2,000 that Miami won't advance to the Sweet 16. I like that.
All right. Are there any other let's see, any of the top seeds that might be a good? Maybe Kentucky might be a
there's
good bet
another
to advance. They'd have to get by Indiana.
I got to interrupt you, and I don't mean to
go
bounce
ahead.
back, but here's another number 3, Utah. I don't see them going to the Sweet 16. Not the way they play. What are those odds?
Yeah, and they have they have Fresno State, and then they would have to get by Gonzaga or Seton Hall.
Wow.
Let's see. Let's find it. Gonzaga again. That's a slight favorite. You're only getting minus 139.
I like that.
7-5.
The only 3 I like to say that could get to the Sweet 16, I'm going to put this out there.
Okay.
West Virginia on defense. Go Bobby Huggins.
Let's see what the odds are. West Virginia to get there, also a slight favorite. It's
Yeah.
minus 148.
This is excellent. I love it. I'm gonna drop some money
And
on
West
this.
Virginia will have to get by probably Notre Dame.
They can do it.
They can, but is it worth a favorite bet on that?
I think it was.
Probably
I think
is.
Brenner says yes, baby. I'm going to put it out there. They may go south on me, Pete, but I like it.
You know what looks good to me, though?
What's that?
Michigan State. First of all, Middle Tennessee State's not going to beat them, and then they get either Dayton or Syracuse.
Yeah.
Both those teams will be outmatched.
Yeah,
Let's see
there's
what
no
the
doubt.
odds are for Michigan State to make the Sweet 16.
Ooh.
Minus 360, so that's a big favorite.
That's a big favorite. I'm not going to touch it in case of a fluke.
Right.
But will they make it? Yeah. But minus 363. No.
There you go. Yeah, and
Not going that
another
way.
good thing is that you can check these odds to make the Sweet 16 to just educate and inform your brackets.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if Michigan State is minus 360 to make the Sweet 16, you might want to think twice.
Now listen, you've
about
been a
having them go
horse
out
in
before
college in the past, and I mean this. What are your thoughts on Villanova this year, Pete? What are your thoughts on this team?
It's I still.
And I
am
don't mean
thinking about
ATS.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
talking. Yeah.
It's tough because they're so guard oriented, and that can go both ways. That can go both ways. If they get cold from the 3,
They could be in
forget
trouble.
about it. Yeah, but
Okay.
then again, if guard oriented teams that have good veteran guard play tend to do very well in the tournament.
Because that's a number 1 that I think could have a shot at not making it to the Elite 8.
Yeah.
I just feel that. I don't know why it is, and I'm a
Let's
Nova
see.
fan. I'm from Philadelphia.
But the question is, when you make a call like that, I mean, they're number 2, but the question
they're
is,
number 2. I'm number 2, I'm sorry.
who would get them out? Kansas.
Yeah, see, there you go. I like that. Kansas definitely will outman them.
Yeah. Feels like Kansas would be the play over Villanova, but I'm still feeling it out. All right. Well, those are some thoughts on some Sweet 16 odds.
We could go for
and
hours.
On all the prop odds, which you can check out at Pinnacle and all the various books. And that's it. We will be back tomorrow morning with our official picks.
You better bring your lunch pail tomorrow, son, and eat your Wheaties in the morning because we got a
Absolutely.
big day tomorrow, Pete.
We'll be giving our picks for the round of 64 tomorrow morning.
Another great show.